Hello and welcome back to the channel. If you have a Thor compass or Gemini, this is a video you should watch. I have some important information regarding the inside of here and some pathetic workmanship by Thor. I know following the forums a lot of people complain about how loud the inside of this is, and I know why. So let's go take a look. So right here between the seats, you're going to have a metal bracket that looks like a U right here. Big bracket that falls in. And granted, it does kind of cover some of this. It is weather stripped to here somewhat. And it does block some of these huge openings here in the floor. So you'll have the C channel here that these wires will sit in. And then there's a metal plate that goes on top, and that allows you to walk from here to here with a nice flat surface. So it's two pieces that fill this in, but when you come in here, at first you'll notice with all the pieces in here, you'll see the ground like that right there.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
That is daylight. But if you take it all out, then you notice the scope of how large. Hopefully you guys can see, but there is a lot of, there's just a lot of openings here. There's no reason for all this. Even though we have a bunch of wires running through here, this should have been taken care of better than what it is. And then right here where the RV frame is, there are actually holes that go all the way through. Really just shame on Thor for that, for not even taking the time to try to resolve that. Your exhaust system runs there. That is extremely dangerous to have openings in the floor that if you do have an exhaust leak for one reason or another, this can let fumes up through the floor. Or even if you're in bumper-to-bumper traffic, something like that. That's just ridiculous. Plus, I know there's one person on the forum, they had a rat infestation come in because of those holes. You know, when we test drove this, we only went about like maybe 50, 55 miles an hour. Didn't really pick up on the noise. When we took it home, we got up on the interstate and got about 68. We actually thought the side door was open. Wife got up, checked the door, and I'm like, well, check the window. So she's cranking the windows. And nothing. We couldn't figure out why this thing was so loud. Well, now I know. So my game plan is like kind of like a three-prong approach. I'm going to go underneath. Well, first what I'm going to do is I have this sheet metal here. This is 8 by 24 inches. As you can see, I already have one piece in place here. So I do have to trim it so I can get it over here a little bit more. So step one, I'm going to put down that sheet metal. Step two, I'm going to go underneath the RV and I'm going to use the Eternabond, the roof tape, and go in and kind of fill in the holes the best I can to make a nice waterproof seal. Because this is, you know, underneath this tires and stuff there. So just in case, I don't want any moisture as you're driving down the road kicking up and getting into the vehicle. So I'm going to wrap that up. And then I'm going to come back inside and use what we used in the car stereo industry. It's called Roadkill by Stinger. You can use, there's a multitude of products. They sell it on Amazon, but it's a sound dampening material. I happen to have this because I used to do a lot of car stereo stuff, so really convenient for me because I already have it. But I'm going to put the sound dampening on top of all this metal and on that back piece facing up like that, and try my best to sound it. And then anything left over, like where these wires are, we got the old can of spray foam up there. So let me get to work and I'll show you the finished product. It's gonna probably take a while. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Look at all that spray foam. That is sealed up. All this silver stuff here is the sound deadener. And then underneath, what you can't see anymore, is the sheet metal. So both sides are plugged up. I'm going to go ahead and get everything reinstalled, go for a test drive, and let you know how it sounds now. Well, I can confirm it is quieter, considerably quieter in here now. I still hear a little noise. I think it's coming from that side door. Might try to seal that up a little better, but it's definitely a lot better. Now, I will say I made a huge mistake. I put the spray foam down before I put that C channel back down, and unfortunately some of the spray foam got in the way of getting that C channel back in place, so it was another headache of having to chisel some of that back out and then reapply the spray foam. So if you're going to do it, put the C channel down, and then I was just trying to make sure I covered all the holes, and I figured the C channel I didn't realize it kind of went as far to the left and right that what it did. So lesson learned from me. Don't put the spray foam after the C channel. But I think the problem is that side at that entry door there is so thin, or maybe it has something to do with the way these windows are. So I don't know. Just a little wind noise, but it's not like that road noise I had before. Well, anyhow, hope you found this informative, learned something, maybe you'll do the job, entertaining. Subscribe, join us for our adventures across the U.S. Like I said, this is just going to be short term, getting the vehicle ready to go. So I appreciate you joining me for these ventures. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next one.